Alright, here it is. I was born into this house right here, February 1st, 1956. Or I was born 2 a.m. 1956 at a hospital in downtown Houston. I can't remember the name now. I always forget that. Oh, God. But anyway, I was probably brought back here the next day. Now, this house, they have it a horrible color right now. It's a horrible color. It used to be a light blue, and this right here was the garage. And it was a single car driveway. And this is it's only a mile from where I'm living right now. Because, see, when I got older, I figured why not buy a house in this same area? You know, I thought might as well do that because, they're cheaper and they were built well to where older is not a problem. Because these never had foundations cracking or problems like that. Let's get a street view. Okay, here's a street view. Oh boy. Okay. Let me drive my invisible car. I was going to do this, drive over here. But I got to think, people freak out. They're going to think I'm some kind of investigator. You see by this stop sign right here? It's at the street of Globe and Thurman. Right here is where we used to wait for the school bus when I was in elementary school. Oh my gosh. That's where we waited for the school bus, right there on that corner. Oh my God. I have a good memory. Do I see a cat right there? No, that's the era. I thought that might have been a white cat. These pictures are not very old. I'm on Earth Google right now. Okay, let me turn the street back there. That man that lives in that house right there, I remember he had a 1959 Ford. It was white. And when we'd be standing over here waiting for the school bus, every morning he would get started up and then he'd get a hose out and he would be spraying it off. That was smart. That was smart. Oh my God. Wow. Now let's flip to the other side of Thurman, still on Thurman Street. And I remember Nayan lived in this house right here. Yeah, Nayan. She was a fanatic about her yard and stuff. She lived for that, you know. Nayan. Oh, wow. Okay. Now let's drive our invisible car over here. Now you see where we at? Now we have to go a little further to get to where I was born. Whoa. Okay, here's the house I was born in right here. Now if you look right across the street at this house over here, I want to show y'all something. Oh my God. Let's see, where is it? No, this is Nayan's house right here. Okay. Now we got to go down a little bit further, but I remember it was over to the left. There it is. Here it is. That's always been white too, and of course it's been repainted a few times. I remember the Boteros lived there. They had, their kids were older than me and my sisters. When I was like 8 years old, they was probably age 13 or 14. And I remember there was a 49 Ford parked in that driveway. Well, that the dad and the mom, they didn't want it anymore. And Daniel would stand at nights, in the evenings, he'd stand and lean against the back of it and smoke cigarettes. Mr. Botero was tall and skinny. Man, he was a hard-nosed asshole. You know, never in my entire life, I never saw him smile or laugh. Shit. You know, that is so long ago, but here it is. It's all still there. It's all still there, people. Okay. And then, of course, you know, see, I'll show you where it is in conjunction to the house I was born into. Okay, that was Emery and Catherine's house, and see, and then there's our house. So I could sit outside and look at the Botera's house. Those people that lived there, not good, not good. They had 4 sons. They were brats from hell, brats from hell. Okay, that was the Botera's house. Yeah, I was gonna drive over there, and I still might. I don't know. If anybody has an interest in this, which I doubt they do. Okay, we go up here. That's where the Fusels lived. But I remember the people that lived there before those assholes up there was a man named James, and his wife name was Lydia. God, he was the nicest man in the world. I remember they drove a 58 Ford that was white two-tone, white on the top and black on the bottom. God, he was so friendly. I wished I'd had him as my father. I wished I really had. Oh my God. But the Fusels, assholes, troublemakers. And this is where the Sillies lived. Okay. Yeah, they thought their shit didn't stink. They had 2 older teenage boys. Man, they were mean, hateful. This is where the Biles lived. Not Bowles, but Biles. Biles. I remember their dad, Mr. Biles, a friendly man, but very orderly. Very orderly. He was supervisor for a cement concrete company. And they had 2 kids, Tommy and Sharon. Tommy was a little shit, but Sharon, she was a pretty good person. Sharon Biles, they would be about the same age as me now. Oh God, I hope this comes in clear, y'all. I hope it comes in clear. Alright. There's that house and that one. Putting her on the corner. Here's the Botera's house again. You know, the whole time they lived here, they finally moved from there. I think it was about 2005. They had to both go to old age homes. You know, and of course they're passed away now. But you know, the front of that house right there where the door is, do you know they never used that door? They never used that door. Because let me show you. You go down the street here. See, they went in through what was the kitchen door right here. Oh my God. And it was like a religion with them. They always had a Lincoln car. And the man, always had a Ford pickup. Oh my God. But that man right there, why did he hate my guts so much? He would just stand and look at me like he wanted to kill me. But why? Why? See, there's so many things I don't understand about people, and it goes back to directly after I was born, man. Oh my God. Now, whoever painted that house that I was born into right there, that color, they have got shit for brains. That is ugly. Hell, they should have gone with white or something. But, man, what is this color here? That looks terrible. But each to their own, I guess. If they have to live in it, you know, if that's what they want. Oh my God, there's a bus stop again, da da da. And I remember in that house, okay, the Knots lived there. They were French people. And I remember their daughter Michelle was 1 year older than me. And the first day I started school was in 1962. I was scared, and this woman said, well, our little girl Michelle, my nickname was Bubba back then, said, tell him to just walk to the bus stop and that Michelle will be out there and to just get on the bus when Michelle does, and then when they get to the school, to get off the bus with Michelle, and Michelle will show him where his class is. Oh, man, thanks, y'all, thanks. But I remember, oh man, Jeanette was this woman's name. She always told my mother, said, I wish that was my little boy. Why don't y'all give him to us? Well, I wish she had. Because people, I swear I would have had a better childhood. Oh my God. Now let's go to my house, and I'll show you where my house is in conjunction with this. Alright, let me see. Let me type it in. See, I'm in the air bird's eye view right now. Address. Oh, I gotta back out the old address. What's wrong with me? Here we go. It's still got it in memory. Alright, see how close? It's just the other side of the, both of them are close to the freeway right here. See, I zoom in on this and, you can see that freeway right there, Mass Freeway. Well, shit, where is it? This is also close to Hobby Airport. Okay, hold on. Oh, here's the freeway over here. No wonder I wasn't finding it. Here we go. Look at how many lines are on that damn freeway. Ooh. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines on each side. Wow. Alright, now let's go to my house, see which is closer. Here we go, right here. See, that's how close I am to the free one. Okay, where's the little man? Let's go down on the ground. Da 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 da. There we go. And there's my house. Let's see, when was this picture taken? Now, it still looks like that. When was this picture taken? Well, it's not too long ago, I know that. I know that. But it's about 2 years old. As you notice, my beautiful Lincoln that I called my Panther Angel, you notice that beautiful angel's not here. But there we go, and there's the house now. I hope this comes out right, y'all. I don't know. I'll just have to see. But, you know, this is the one y'all have seen a zillion times. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, looking at the neighborhood I was born into, that brings a lot of memories. A lot of memories. Oh boy. Well, that's it. No sense in just sitting here and showing nothing.